I remember seeing a Halloween 3 concept mask where at the end of Halloween 2, Michael Myers' mask is burnt to shit. So I thought it'd be fun if I tried to reproduce one for myself. So here I have Goofy Myers. So this was Goofy Myers. This was $8 on Temu. I also picked up a spare just in case this attempt failed. So I have that on standby. So this is just what I think I need. So I have a sponge. I have some newspaper. I have a cap to measure out the needle hole. Rubber cement. Since this is vinyl, I can't use liquid latex because it's not going to stick to the thing. So I'm hoping if this doesn't work, then I need to find something else. And I had this black clothing dye, and I thought I could try and mist down the hair in the mask to make it look burnt. So there's that. I don't know if it's gonna work, but it's worth a try. And then I have acrylic paints. I have varying colors of browns and blacks. So it's for flesh tones. This is just for burnt, And then I have a mist bottle so I can, spray it down. Obviously, scissors to cut out the eyes and whatever other else, and then I have larger scissors for more taking out more substance, small pen, and then bit of honey, and then I have a thing of water just so I can dilute it a little bit.
So from what I can deduce is that whenever the explosion happened, the eye holes opened up a lot. They melted open, and the mouth. I don't want to do too much with the mouth because. Well, actually, that was part of the original plan, so I think I'm going to keep it that way.
I'm going to open up the eyes, and then I'm going to open up the nostrils. I'm going to have it be kind of based on the tattered Texan, as it's called. The reference image should be on screen, so I'm going to have it kind of be based on that. So it's going to look more melted than anything else. One of the reasons why I chose this is because it already kind of looks like it's, melting. So it's a terrible sculpt, to be sure. And that's partly why I picked it, but the price, first and foremost, was why I picked it. Just so I'm not destroying a Trick or Treat Studios $60 mask if I mess this up. So, I'm not going to do anything with the hair. Like, it's just cheap, mow hair. So it's going to look burnt anyway, so I really don't think it matters that much. So yeah, let's jump right in. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is open up the eye hole. So I don't want them to be opened up too large, but I want them to I want them to be relatively opened up, because they're not bad eye cuts, especially for the price and for the sculpt, but I definitely want it to look a little larger than this. So I think what I'm going to do is, actually, no, I'll start with this one, because this one already kind of has the look. So I'm just going to kind of start cutting out the latex, or vinyl, excuse me. Yeah, can't be making that mistake. Actually, I think I'm going to switch to the bigger scissors. Yes, the bigger scissors. The bigger scissors, because this is fine, because I was thinking of using these for making the finer cuts, but on second thought, I might actually not need this, because these are duller than hell, and might as well use those anyways, because, yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with this sculpt. There's like this ring on the inside that it looks beveled, and I don't understand why they would sculpt that into the mask, because now I have to cut it out to make it look decent. I don't know. I don't know why they would do that. But like, okay, I don't mind the bevel, but I do mind the bevel because it's affecting the shape of the eye cuts. So, okay, yeah, that doesn't look terrible. I'm gonna just try and go down a little more. And I don't want it to be rounded. Or actually, no, I do kind of want it to be rounded, but I don't want it to be like rounded. I want it to look kind of more melted. See, kind of something like that. And of course, I can smooth that out as I go along, but that's in the eye cut. But also to start to sculpt out the melty eyes. So I think. Yeah, that actually doesn't look that bad. I was actually expecting that to look a lot worse. So yeah, that actually, I'm not mad about that. Okay, so those are just the basic eye cuts I'm going with. Hold on. So those are the basic eye cuts I'm going with. I don't want them to look really super droopy, but actually it'd kind of be interesting if it was kind of melting upwards, wouldn't it? That actually. Well, I mean, I'm already drawing inspiration from TCM. I might as well just pull a Pretty Woman and cut upwards, right? So I don't want to do too much, but I kind of do want it to look a little more melted. So here we're gonna just do a little bit just to see how that looks, like so. Okay, I mean, yeah, it's not terrible. I don't mind it, but I don't think that's really what I was going for. But I'm gonna trust the process, because even if it doesn't look good now, it's gonna look better with paint on it. So yeah, but I don't want to cut into the eyebrow. So I think that looks pretty good. Honestly, I'm probably gonna keep it like that, because that doesn't look half bad. And then another thing I wanted is, because I wanted to look. So these are the eye cuts I have thus far. It looks a little better on camera than it does in real life, so I'm gonna keep kind of chipping away at it, see how I can get it to look, because it doesn't look bad. Or actually, no, I'm gonna move on to the nostrils, because I'm really excited about seeing how the nostrils look. So, the Tattered Texan has this kind of heart-shaped, or well, not the Tattered Texan, but the mask, how it looks today, it has a heart-shaped, gap going down the nostrils. So I think I'm gonna try and do that here, and then I'm gonna trace out the needle hole. So actually, I'm gonna take off the mannequin head for this. I'm super mad about that. So I think I'm gonna cut out the nostrils just with it here and not on the mannequin head, just so I can have a little more control over it. So I don't want to go too crazy, but I do want to kind of emulate the look. So I'm gonna kind of get it down here so I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. I think right there looks about right. And we're gonna follow that down to the whatever the fuck that thing's called. I don't remember. I know my anatomy, but not well enough to tell you what that is called or what it's for even. So it looks a little something like that. And then so there's the little do too much. I want it to look damaged, obviously, but I don't want it to look like stupid. Like honestly, here if I just round that off a little bit, I think that actually looked pretty good. Here, let's kind of round it off. Move that too. Okay, actually that turned out a lot better than I was expecting. I mean, yeah, it's really, really pointy and not really melted looking, so I'm going to try and make it a little more rounded, but I don't think that looks so horrible. Like that actually is not a bad start. Oh yeah, that looks so much better with it kind of being rounded off. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to follow it. I'm going to follow the cut down the groove here. Let's take a little bit of skin up off the, actually, yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start taking a little bit of substance up off the top of the nostril and the bottom of the nose, just to see how that looks. See. Okay, yeah, that doesn't look horrible. Like, that actually looks a lot better than I was expecting. Still not, rounded by any stretch of the imagination, but it actually doesn't look too bad. So if I just kind of trim off a little bit of that there, I'm going to kind of follow it up to there. See? Okay, yeah, that doesn't look bad, honestly. I was expecting that to come out a lot worse. Yeah, see, this is where that bevel is really starting to annoy me, because it's just leaving these big, jagged chunks in the eyes. So, yeah, that honestly doesn't look as bad as I was expecting. I mean, yeah, so I think I'm going to keep it like, holy fuck, this mask is so saggy. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep it, where's my mannequin head? Let's see. So just comparing this to the, damn you, come on. Just comparing this to the two photographs I've selected, the two reference images, that kind of has the look, honestly. It has the look I'm going for. The melted nostrils is something interesting. I thought that actually kind of be, well, yeah, it's definitely more rounded in the reference image, but I don't want to open up the nostrils so much, because they're already looking a little more open than I would have liked. But honestly, I think I'm going to move on to the needle hole, because from what I understand is the needle hole, I forgot fucking who did the, Tommy Lee Wallace, or who was it, but they got a bicycle repair kit, and they fixed the needle hole with the bicycle repair kit, and it left a ring around. So what I was thinking of doing in the concept drawing I first made for this was I was thinking of having the needle hole fall out, since it's not the same material as the mask. So I was debating on having it completely fallen out and then partially fallen out, but what I am thinking is having it be fully fallen out, because I think that'd actually be a lot cooler. So yeah, that looks about right. So the needle hole is the needle hole still on the original mask? Actually, I'm not sure now. I would think it would be, but yeah, now I'm not sure, actually. But who gives a shit? This is an $8 mask. I don't give a shit. So, well, okay, I'm not going for accuracy. If you've seen Halloween 2, this should be completely disintegrated. There should not be any trace of this mask left. So, I guess, yeah, accuracy was never really the standard for this. God damn it, I didn't think that was much. Okay, that's fine. Accuracy is not really my prime directive right now, so I think I'll be fine. I might switch to the bigger scissors because these are not cutting through the, or actually no, yes they are. Barely, so yeah, I'm going to use the bigger scissors just so I can do this a little quicker, because this is already very long, even by my standards, so I'm not going to go too crazy. I just kind of want to follow the perimeter. Okay, now here's the better question, is do I want this to look melted, or do I want it to still be kind of intact? So like, if you know this is the needle hole, like you don't need me to tell you, oh, that's the needle hole that fell out, like you know it's the needle hole. So it wouldn't make very much sense for it to be just kind of flapping off, and plus I'm already way too deep into this, so I might as well just cut it out completely. And then there's the hole on the mask. That looks a lot larger than I was anticipating, but it's supposed to, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be that size in real life. And even so, I can just say, oh, because it's melted, it got larger or whatever, but yeah, I'm not too worried about it, because